The recent incident at the tennis match has caused a disproportionate online uproar. It's all about the famous hat, of course. Yes, I took it. Yes, I did it quickly, but as I've always said, life is first come, first served. I understand that some people might not like it, but please, let's not make a global scandal out of the hat. It's just a hat. If you were faster, you would have it.
A millionaire CEO just learned the hardest lesson of his life. In 10 seconds, he went from successful businessman to the most hated man on the internet, all because he couldn't resist taking something that wasn't his. And what happened next turned a simple moment of greed into a global phenomenon that destroyed his company's reputation overnight. This is the story of how one viral clip can erase decades of success in the blink of an eye. US Open 2025. Tennis star Kamil Micrzak has just battled through an exhausting match. In that perfect sports moment we all love, he spots a young boy pressed against the railing, hope shining in his eyes. Micrzak removes his signed cap and walks over to create what should have been a lifetime memory. But before the boy's fingers even touch the brim, a hand shoots out from nowhere. Piotr Szczerek, CEO of Polish company Drogbrook, leans in and snatches the hat like he just scored the deal of the century. The boy freezes in shock. The cameras catch every devastating second. Within minutes, the clip was everywhere.
A grown man in the stand stealing that hat from a child.
But here's what made it truly explosive. The boy's reaction. That stunned, heartbroken expression as he watched his moment get stolen by a grown man in expensive clothes. It wasn't just theft caught on camera. It was the visual representation of everything people hate about entitled wealth. The internet doesn't just get angry, it gets organized. And what happened next was a masterclass in viral justice. Within hours, digital detectives had tracked Szczerek down through LinkedIn and business registries. He wasn't just some random spectator. He was the CEO of Drogbrook, a successful paving company. Suddenly, his corporate title became a lightning rod for global fury. The revenge was swift and merciless. Drogbrook's Google rating didn't just drop, it collapsed, from a respectable business rating to 1.2 stars overnight. Thousands of one-star reviews flooded in with captions like, "Would you trust a CEO who steals from kids?" and "Great paving, terrible leadership."
It is a painful but necessary lesson in humility.
But also some much-needed damage control. The businessman's paving company has been bombed by negative reviews, and there has been a chorus of critics online calling for his head.
The review bombing was so intense that Trustpilot, the review platform, had to shut down new reviews for Drogbrook due to what they called media attention. When a review site has to protect you from your own potential customers, you know you've crossed a line that can't be uncrossed. TikTok exploded with remixes of the clip. One particularly viral video showed the moment in slow motion with the caption, "When you're rich but still need to steal from children." The meme economy was absolutely ruthless, turning Szczerek into an international punchline. But the most fascinating part? How quickly this went from viral moment to corporate crisis. Facing the biggest PR nightmare of his career, Szczerek eventually issued a public apology. He admitted his mistake, acknowledged that his life is first come, first served mentality was wrong, and took full responsibility. He even said it was a necessary lesson in humility. But here's the thing about the internet. Timing matters. By the time he apologized, the damage was done. The court of public opinion had already delivered its verdict. His apology felt like damage control, not genuine remorse.
Let me introduce you to douchebag of the week.
This piece of he's a CEO from Poland. He steals the hat from this kid.
His character was revealed for all of us to see, and it is not looking good.
And the backlash only intensified. Comments flooded in. You don't apologize because you're sorry. You apologize because you got caught. The internet had decided that some actions can't be undone with words. While Szczerek was getting roasted across every platform, something beautiful was happening on the other side of this story. Kamil Micrzak faced a choice. He could have issued a dry statement and moved on. Instead, he leaned into the moment with pure class. He personally tracked down the boy and arranged a reunion that went viral for all the right reasons. When they met, Micrzak didn't just replace the hat. He showed up with an entire bag of memorabilia, shirts, wristbands, and a personalized note. The photos of their reunion generated headlines like, "Where greed failed, generosity delivered." The contrast was perfect and devastating. One man clung to what wasn't his, the other gave freely. One became a villain, the other became a hero. And the internet noticed every detail. Meanwhile, behind the scenes at Drogbrook, it was pure chaos. Employees woke up to discover their company trending worldwide, but not for their construction projects. Sources reported that the offices felt like a pressure cooker, with workers fielding calls from confused clients asking about their leadership. The business impact was immediate and brutal. When your company's name becomes synonymous with greed and poor judgment, every client relationship becomes a question mark. Every new business opportunity gets filtered through the lens of viral infamy. One business analyst put it perfectly. In 2025, reputational risk is as dangerous as financial risk. Szczerek's public face became his company's greatest liability. But here's what makes this story even more fascinating. Despite the international humiliation, despite the destroyed reputation, despite calls for his resignation, Piotr Szczerek remains the CEO of Drogbrook. The viral mob wanted his head, but corporate reality is more complex than internet justice. This reveals something crucial about our digital age. Sometimes the social consequences are more brutal than any official punishment. Szczerek kept his job, but his name became shorthand for entitled greed. His company survived, but its reputation may never recover. The real lesson here isn't just about one man's poor judgment, it's about how quickly everything can change in our hyper-connected world. Decades of building a business, gone in 10 seconds. A lifetime of reputation, erased by one viral clip. This wasn't just about a hat. It was about every time you've watched someone with power take what wasn't theirs. Every moment you felt powerless against entitlement. Every instance where you wished someone would finally face consequences for their actions. In the end, the boy got his memorabilia. The tennis player became a hero. The CEO became a cautionary tale. And millions of people got to witness what happens when viral justice meets old-school arrogance. The internet had spoken, and its verdict was final. Some mistakes can't be undone, no matter how much money you have. So what do you think? Did the punishment fit the crime, or did the internet go too far? Have you ever witnessed someone abuse their power like this? Drop your thoughts below, and if you're here for more stories about viral consequences and internet justice, smash that subscribe button, because in a world where every moment can go viral, these stories are just getting started.